Hello people of the internet, I am DR Gremlin and welcome to week 5 of season 3 of the PTL, the Pokemon Tri-League. I am DR Gremlin, proud coach of the Southend Stallions, and this week we are taking on Coach DFP of the Drunk Fraternity of Pikachus. He is sitting at 1-3, I am 2-2, and I need to beat this man. Not only am I in freefall at the moment, I can't win a game to save my life, but I hate this matchup. If I am going to go on to make playoffs, I do not want to play this man in playoffs, because he has an Aegislash, and Aegislash is stupid broken, and I don't want to play it. But yeah, we need to rescue our season pretty hardcore, because we just can't win at the moment. I've just totally thrown away 2 games. I threw away the early games, so I might have lost those games anyway, but it's just frustrating when you just lose because you're a total idiot, and you just make dumb plays. That's really frustrating. But my opponents definitely prepped well and played well in those 2 matches. They played better than me, and they deserve to win. And that's why I am 2-2 and not 4-0 top of the league. Anyways, moving on, because this team sheet is so ugly, we need to get this off the screen right now. He is rocking out with the Aegislash, Hydreigon, Mega Alakazam, Piloswine, Tapu Bulu, Tentacruel, Hawlucha, Heatran, Volbeat, Ditto, and Fearow. If I had to guess what he's going to bring, I would say the Aegislash, the Hydreigon, the Alakazam, the Piloswine, and the Bulu. I feel pretty confident about those 5, maybe not the Piloswine, but I think that makes a lot of sense. And then I think the Ditto makes a lot of sense as well. I don't really see Heatran, or Hawlucha, or Volbeat, or Fearow. I could see the Tentacruel, but I think that Ditto is the most likely out of all those at the end. But yeah, this is a rough matchup, so I had to do some cool stuff. This is the team we're rocking out with. There are some risky things here, but that's what happens when you lose the good matchups. You've got to really try and win the bad matchups. So I'm in your Rose Tyler, Babiri Berry, with Moonblast, HP Ground, Calm Mind. I need this thing for Hydreigon. Scarf Hydreigon is an enormous threat, and this thing stops it. And it also could be a Z Iron Tail. That's why I've got the Babiri Berry. I can go into my Rose on Hydreigon, and I can stop it from just beating my whole team, which is pretty important, because that thing is a monster, and it's definitely coming. And this set can maybe, potentially, possibly 1v1 the Aegislash. Depends on the Aegislash. I can 1v1 most Aegislash sets. It just depends if it's physical. If it's physical, and it's auto-optimize, and it's weakness policy, then it will beat my whole team. But he's not going to bring that, fingers crossed. Oh no, I hate Aegislash so much. I got my win column, Colonel Hathy bringing back the offensive Donphan yet again. This thing you look at his team and you look at this Mon, and it destroys him. I do need 2 rock polishes in order to outspeed the Mega Alakazam, but the good news is that my speed investment is 1 rock polish, I outspeed non-Scarf Hydreigon, 2 rock polishes, I outspeed Scarf Hydreigon. That's how I set this thing up. And my moveset's pretty self-explanatory. Gunk Shot for the Bulu, Play Rough for Hawlucha, and the Hydreigon. And High Horsepower is very slightly less powerful than EQ, but it's not nerfed by Grassy Terrain. The one downside to High Horsepower, other than it's 5% less accurate, but hopefully that doesn't come into play, is that it's a contact move. So if he goes for a King Shield on my High Horsepower, I could be in trouble, because that will drop my attack. But I feel like he's less likely to do that than he is, say, go Bulu, sack that off, get the terrain up, and then think his Aegislash is fine, and he's getting a weakness policy boost. I just couldn't allow that. And High Horsepower, after rocks, should kill pretty much every Aegislash. He'd need to be very bulky to live that. I got my Scarf Staraptor here. Pretty simple stuff. I need to outspeed Scarf Hydreigon, I need to outspeed Mega Alakazam, and even though he has 2 steel types, I don't really see the Heatran coming. If it does, that's totally fine. I have a lot for Heatran on this team. And then the Aegislash is the only other thing, and actually in Blade form, my Brave Bird does 60% to Aegislash, so this could even deal with that. And then Tailwind is a last ditch clutch, get Donphan in, and just go ham. I got dual screens Kenny here, dual screens Rotom. This thing, it gets up screens to try and allow my Donphan to set up, that's basically it. I have my Necrozma here. This is my main Mega Alakazam switch in, and I also have enough investment so that I don't just like lose the whole Lucha, which is kind of cool. T-Wave is super, super nice in this matchup. I can come in on the Alakazam, not for free, I take a lot, but I can come in on the Mega Alakazam, no problem, and I can go for a T-Wave, like, totally for free. The only bad case is if he goes for a sub on that turn, but even if he does that, I've got the EQ to break the sub no matter what. I was Earth Power, but if he was sub Carmine, then I couldn't break the sub with Earth Power, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna run the EQ, it's fine, I don't care about the terrain, the EQ is a good move. And if I T-Wave to Aegislash as well, the Autotomize set cannot beat me, because Scarf's Raptor outspeeds +6 T-Waved Aegislash. Or maybe it outspeeds +4 Aegislash, I think. I'll check that in-game if that happens. But yeah, he would need to just do insane things in order to win with that set. And then I got my, oh fuck, he's back. Yeah, this is my lead in this matchup. It leads pretty well against all of his rockers. I have enough defense investment to where I should not get KO'd by a Piloswine, even when I'm at -1 from a close combat. I want it to be Fight Zed, but I have to be Groundium. I need a way to one-shot that Aegislash. If I go for an EQ, and that thing drops its weakness policy and just sweeps me, then that's so stupid. I need a way to one-shot this thing. So Groundium was too important to pass up. But yeah, this thing does a really good job of pressuring his team offensively, like Poison Jab for the Bulu, stuff like that. But he revenges it pretty easily with Mega Alakazam and the Hydreigon. So I don't know how important this thing is going to be. It might be the case that it destroys his whole team, and I actually want to preserve it, but I think I'm going to leave with it. If I could prevent him from getting up rocks to trade for this combo, that's pretty good, because that allows my Staraptor to do a lot more later in the game. But yes, that is the team. I can't say that I feel confident, but I spent a lot of time prepping for this match, and I got some cool sets, and fingers crossed, hope to God that they work, because if they don't, then I will probably be in a relegation spot, and I don't want to be there. I want to be going for playoffs. But yeah, enough rambling, let's just cut to the battle. Okay. He did not bring the Bulu. Hello. I could have brought Earthquake on my Donphan and been fine with it. He brings the Volbeat, I did not expect that. Honestly though, I kind of like this. My Komo lead is so much better because Komo doesn't do that much to his team. So, I just lead Komo, 100%, this was the plan. He should lead Piloswine. He does. I can go for the close combat. He needs so much attack investment to knock me out. He needs so much investment to knock me out. Whew. That looks pretty offensive. He might kill me here. He's super offensive, dude. He's so offensive. That's fine, though. So I don't get my rocks up, but that is honestly totally fine. I could go Roam, just overheat. I don't really like that. I think I like Florges and just Moonblast. That's kind of early though. So maybe I just go Necrozma and Geyser. That's probably my best play. Yeah, let's go Necrozma and let's Geyser. So he's like crazy offensive. I mean, from the damage, I would say he's probably max attack adamant. Because it was like, to guarantee the kill, he needed to be something like 200 and something adamant. So, yeah. But that's fine, because I'm going to prevent rocks here. Which is super nice. I should outspeed this thing. It actually switches Volbeat. This thing takes a massive amount of damage. Or not. Or it's like totally Spadef. Okay. I mean, I kind of like going Blackbird on this thing. Well, do I like going Blackbird? This thing is super Spadef. He could Tail Glow and then pass that into the Aegislash. Obviously, if I go Blackbird, he's going to be able to baton pass, and it's probably going to be into that Aegislash. I don't know if I want that. I could T-Wave. Thing is, I could T-Wave on his baton pass basically for free, right? It's going to put me in a rough spot. It's definitely going to put me in a rough spot. I kind of need this Necrozma. I think I'm going to go Blackbird. Right, he tail glows. Then he has to baton pass. Then he just goes Aegislash though. But I could U-turn. This is a really tough play. I could also go Kenny. And then just go for the Volt Switch. The problem is that stupid Aegislash. I don't think staying in and go for a Geyser is the play. I think I want to go Blackbird. It's going to force in the Aegislash. Oh, if I was Earthquake Dawn fan, this would be so fine right now. But I'm not. Right, let's just go Blackbird. He goes for the tail glow. We know exactly what he's doing here. I could go for a Tailwind. I'm just going to U-turn. I just had a thought. Does this thing get Thunder Wave? It actually does get Thunder Wave. So this thing does get Thunder Wave, so I might have messed up. But I think he baton passes here. So I'm just going to U-turn. I might have messed up. I don't think so. I think he should baton pass into Aegislash. And I can get my Dawn fan in. And I might go for a cheeky Rock Polish on the Aegislash. That could be a misplay. Maybe I should have just Brave Birded. No, Brave Bird wasn't the play. I think U-turn is the play. If I stop the Aegislash, I can win this game pretty easily. I do need to be careful of that Ditto, for sure. But it's okay, because worst case scenario, it's a speed tie with my Blackbird. I'm trying to think what he has to just baton pass into Aegislash. I don't think he has another play. Yeah, he has no other play. If he goes for a T-Wave here, I'm in a very bad spot because literally I lose all my offensive pressure. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose all my offensive pressure. He's really thinking. Either that or I disconnected, which I don't think I did. This is taking so long, I feel like I might have DC'd. He encores. You can't encore, you're prankster. What? That didn't make any sense. I could have braved... What? What happened there? That must have been a misclick, right? I could have just killed this thing. Right, well, I think Rotom is my play every time. And I don't mind going for an overheat. How much does that do to an Aegislash? Let's have a look at Kenny against a big bad Aegislash. I obviously prefer to go for the Volt Switch. Overheat does a good amount. I think I want a Volt Switch though. Yeah, let's go for the Volt Switch. He baton passes, so Volt Switch is the proper play. And in comes Hydreigon. That's fine. That's so fine. I'm so okay with this. I'm pretty certain my Florges can never hit from here. Or I could just go into my my Blackbird and just one-shot this thing. Right? Is there any way that goes poorly? How much did my Volt Switch do? 14%. Like, Florges could be the play. If he is +3 special attack, Flash Cannon, say Z Flash Cannon, I live at 100%. So I'm just going to go Rose here. I designed my Rose to beat this thing. Let's just go for the Moonblast. He Flash Cannons, it does literally no damage to me. And I one-shot the Hydreigon. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, that's one huge threat out of the way. My Necrozma is so good now. My Necrozma is so good. It's all about the Aegislash. And I think... I don't think I want to risk the 1v1 with it. He actually goes this thing. How much is a Moonblast doing? He's clearly like max Spadef from that Necrozma damage. Moonblast chunks him, but it's not enough. I think Kenny is the best play. For sure. I believe my Kenny can take this thing out from this range. Yes, I can. So I think my play is to go into Kenny. Yeah, let's just go Kenny here. Kenny's just the best play. He hard baton passes. That's fine. Like, I don't really know what he goes into here. He goes Piloswine. I'm max speed. I outspeed this thing. I can go for the Overheat. Or I could go for the Reflect. I guess he wants me to get to -2. I would rather him not get Rocks up though. Rocks are so bad. If I go for a Reflect here, am I in a good spot? Or a Light Screen rather would be the better play. I'd be in a pretty good spot. I think I just want to kill this thing though. Because the Aegislash could set up on me for sure, but my Donphan still has its sturdy intact, and I want that sturdy intact, so let's just kill this thing. Okay, we get rid of Piloswine, that's awesome. Get a Spatak drop on Kenny, but that's fine. I could even go for a screen, as he probably goes... I guess he could go Volbeat here, is the other thing. That's definitely a play that makes sense. Because he will live my Overheat now. The other thing to consider is that I kind of want my Kenny to be healthy. He actually goes Zan. I have a switch into this thing. Yeah, I'm not staying in. Let me get out. Let me get my Necrozma in. Trace my Prism Armor, I don't care. I chew a Psyshock. And I just go for a T-Wave every single time. This works out no matter what he does. This is what my Necrozma was designed to do. Oh, I'm in a good spot. The crazy thing is that I can still lose to that stupid Aegislash. It's such a big threat. My Staraptor is close to winning, but it's going to be tough against the Ditto. I win the speed tag against the Ditto, great. If not, I'm going to have to rely on my Donphan and my Necrozma and stuff. Oh, please hit, please hit. Yes, 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 yes. That is what I needed in my life. Okay. Okay, the question is do I just try and get damage on this thing? I don't think that's worth it. If he's like max HP, my EQ chunks him. I think I'd rather my Necrozma be healthy though. I think Rotom is just the overall best play, for sure. Rotom is definitely the best play. My Florges has kind of run its course, honestly. But maybe it could take a hit from whatever Ditto transformed into, so... My man doubles. I have like no reason not to overheat. Like he could go into Ditto. He could go Ditto and set a screen, which would suck. He probably baton passes, actually. I could set screens. I think that's better for me. I'm going to set screens here. Okay, he's going to transform into me, but he can't touch me, is the thing. Do I set a reflect as well? I'm not really sure there's a need to. I mean, maybe. I could reflect. Let's do it. Let's go for reflect as well. See, he locks himself in a light screen. Now I can just go for the Volt Switch. He's like gotta be Scarfed. If he's not Scarf Rotom, that's crazy. Or Scarf Ditto, rather. Can't just mimic my Kenny like that. Okay, he goes Volbeat. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. We go for some Babby Chip. I feel like I want to go Donphan and just set up. He could obviously Encore me though, so that is a misplay. The play is to go Blackbird. And I think just fire off a Brave Bird this time, honestly. Worst case scenario, he goes Aegislash, and I can go Rotom on that. With my screens up, it's not that big of an issue. U-turn will not kill this thing. I think I just want a Brave Bird. I'm going to get a lot of damage off here. He just goes Aegislash, so I could have U-turned. But yeah, that does 25%. That's awesome. And we see his leftovers. Perfect, dude. Perfect. Oh, that's so good. Him being leftovers changes this game completely. I can go Kenny super freely. Super free Kenny. He goes for an SD. I don't think I care. I think I just overheat. It's going to do a good amount. It's going to do a very good amount of damage. I could also Volt Switch. But who do I Volt Switch into? Volt Switch is actually the proper play. Thinking about it, because his screen is still up. He is physical. He could Head Smash here. I'm going to Volt Switch. I'm going to Volt Switch on whatever he does. The fact that this thing is leftovers and it's paralyzed is amazing. Actually, King Shields. I mean, now I can overheat. Now I can get the damage off that I want. Nice! Look at that damage, dude! An overheat surely kills, right? I'm gonna do half of what I just did. I think I want to preserve some health on my Kenny is the thing. So maybe Volt Switch is the play. Let's get my Florges in, like sack my Florges off. I think he protects here. I think he, or King Shields rather. I could go Necrozma on his King Shield. I still have my Blackbird and my Sturdy intact on Donphan. I make a slightly risky play and go Necrozma. My screens are up. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Now I can go for the Earthquake. And my Reflect is still up. This is going to have a chance to kill, depending on his spread. He looks to be about max HP. Getting that T-Wave off when this thing was huge. That basically stopped it from beating me. I mean, I haven't beaten it yet, but it's very difficult for me to lose to this thing when it's paralyzed. He hasn't had a full power yet. But that's fine. Keeping my Kenny at full health is huge. Nice! Let's go, dude! We knock it out. We knock out the Aegislash. That thing did 0 damage to my team, and it's busted as hell. I'm not sure he can beat this Necrozma now. He has to go into this thing. Geyser is like a 2-shot from here. I guess it could get sketchy if he does sketchy things. I feel like my plays just go Blackbird and then just Bravebird. There is actually zero downside to that. Yeah, let's just hard switch. Because if he tail glows here, yeah, like something on his team dies now. He has no Bravebird switch-ins. Blackbird should clean from this point. As long as I keep my Kenny and my Necrozma nice and healthy. My Donphan looks like it's going to do nothing, even though it destroyed his entire team on paper. He baton passes. That's a dead Alakazam. See ya, bud. See ya, bud. Oh, let's go, dude, Blackbird. The only way I lose this is... There's no way I lose. Right, I sack off my Florges here. My Florges did a job. She beat the Hydreigon, which otherwise could have destroyed my entire team. I don't need my girl Florges. This thing is going to take a lot of recall damage, and I can just go Kenny and go for the Volt Switch. My Donphan has its Sturdy intact as well, so... In comes this thing. I just go for a Bravebird again, dude. I don't even care. I think I got this. He encores. If I win the speed tie, it's going to be a 4-0. If not, it should be a 3-0 in my favor. Is there a reason to risk the speed tie? I think so. Nice! Good job, Blackbird! Let's go, dude! Scarf Blackbird is so good. Oh, that went really well. That couldn't have really gone too much better. GG's to my opponent. It was a very scary matchup, and I had to do some crazy stuff in prep in order to get about it. Oh, I think that T-Wave basically won me the game. I think T-Wave Necrozma was super good. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that's good. That's got my season back on track, hopefully. We gotta come back next week. We gotta do it again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!